After 8 straight wins, the Red and Blues golden run was about to come to a shuddering halt, with the darkest period of an otherwise wonderful campaign coming early in the competition's second half.
Rubber kick in goal area, King try! They've finally turned possession into points. Now it comes from Rudder. Gidley, where are the runners? There's Hughes. Walker with the tackle, great ball to Tamana Tahu, and he has scored the try. Kamali, rubber kick again. Here's a chance. Walker, can he get there? No. Danny Lima has. And Baderas has come up with possession. This is danger time just before half-time. Albert inside Kamali, and they pay dearly. Darren Albert has scored in the corner. Peden must score here. The Knights know. What a tackle. Brendan Reeves, a try saver. Rudder, long ball to Gidley, last tackle. They must score here. Kennedy goes himself, gets the ball over, and the Knights have levelled up again in Gosford. Ben Kennedy the try. It's 16-all with a kick to come. Gidley acting half. Looked offside there. Here's the kick. McDougall gets the try. What thinking there from Matthew Gidley. He struck it pretty well. It's going to just sneak in. It does. Kamali. Walker. Now McDougall. Ball there to Robert Miles. Back on the inside to Ebrel. He turned 22 yesterday. Today he scored a try which could level the game. And they've never lost a game, the Northern Eagles, with Stephen Clark as referee. Here's Kamali into space. Reeves, Muir on his inside. He's got the ball. He won't have the pace. He gets the ball away. How did he do that to Ben Walker? That's a miracle. And the Northern Eagles have hit the lead. Last tackle. Gidley going to run it. Kennedy. Hughes. Now he kicks. Inside for Kennedy. Back to Tamana Tahu for the corner. Off an Eagle player. Back to Kennedy. That should be play on. He improves the position. From touch. He's going to hit the upright. And the crossbar. I don't believe what I've seen.
It took that freakish act of bad luck for the Knights to be beaten for the first time in over 2 months. But they probably would have been grateful to get as close as that in the ensuing week when Andrew Johns' absence really began to bite.
Now Fittler steps off his left, turns it inside for Phillips. Phillips is put away by Marquardt. And they are 35 metres out from the line now as they go across to their number 7. Green gets it away to a running Brian Fletcher. Then likewise, and it's Matt Singh. He's on his way. Here comes try number 1. Scored by the Sydney Roosters. Matt Singh scores under the upright. Inside the 20-metre line. Centre of the ground. Gidley. Rudder. Inside ball for Hughes. Beats 1, beats 2. Goes further. 5th tackle now. Baderas. O'Davis. Chance on. He's over Kennedy. Kennedy's in to score. Points to the spot. Try for Kennedy. Green to the short side. Fitzgibbon again. Then wing. Swerving. Passing. Pongia. He's over the line. Are they about to put the last nail there? Fittler. Fitzgibbon, he'll go in, Flannery.
To see Newcastle surrender consecutive games at Marathon is almost unthinkable. But that's exactly what transpired in early June when they followed up the loss to Sydney with an embarrassing surrender to the Bulldogs.
Gap that was presented by the decoy. Here's Rudder. Now it's away for Tahu. Great pass. Albert's over. 9 metres from the line. To the right of the ground for Rudder, and Rudder away for Hughes, and Hughes puts in a lovely kick to Mana Tahu. No doubt. What a try. What a lovely kick from Mark Hughes. Blindside play again. Trindle rolls it in. They'll score. Talau gets the try. I never thought I'd see him in a jumper other than one to think. Oh, Anasta! Anasta! Well, that looks so simple. Offering, but not giving it. Kennedy. Kennedy's been a problem. Kennedy got it away, and Hughes is over. Tahu taking the kick from right in front. And oh! Eventually played. Rudder. High kick up and down in the same spot almost. Howland went up. Came down with the reward. The whippet's away. Tahu can't get him. Hughes is going in and out and away. Albert's running down. The Dogs attack inside the 20-metre line. Anasta knows he's got him beaten. And Feeney's in for number 2. Bulldogs away for Gidley. Long ball, cut out ball, Peden, Bailey, Ryder for the corner! He's there! And with Braith and Asta having a field day. Sherwin for Mason. Look at the big bloke! Look at him go! Look at this! El Masri! He's over! Sherwin kicking. El Masri will do it again. El Masri
Hazem El Masri's bazooka celebration summed things up perfectly for the crestfallen Knights. They had just been blasted in front of their adoring home fans. And an even bigger hiding awaited them in round 17 at Parramatta. As they say on the news sometimes, if you don't want to know the score, or in this case, remember it, look away now.
Fan standing in front of the box from one of the private boxes, that's fine. As long as they're full. Drew puts a kick in for the corner. They're going to do it. They have done it. Burt. Luke Burt scored. Fifth tackle. Donaldson waits. Buderis again. Grubber kick looking for Viola. He's in. He's over. It is Billy Peden who's claimed to try. Violecki was cool. He was consummate. And then Peden, like a thief in the night, has come around on the blind side. And we think he's got it down for a legal touch.
That's a try.
It's coming. And it is no try. 10 away. Right in the middle. Marsh. Vella. Taylor. Dummies inside, he'll get there. Taylor's in. Parramatta gets number 4. Memorable night, this one. For Parramatta supporters, obviously. Jamie Lyon kicks. Here's Donald. Donald is flying. I think he's done it.
They've really got to make sure they stay there in the coming weeks.
Yeah, the worst will end up after this round is 5th. They can hang in there for a couple of weeks, but here's an intercept, and Jamie Lyon will streak away. He'll run 60 metres and put it under the sticks.
Well, don't stop there.
There he goes, beautiful dive.
After 4 forgettable outings which saw the Knights slip from 1st to 5th on the ladder, Andrew Johns' return just couldn't come quickly enough. But not even those passionate Novocastrians who saw him as some kind of saviour could have envisaged the havoc he helped the side wreak on the reigning premiers in round 18.
Away. Newcastle in support. O'Davis. Rob O'Davis. He's in to score. The big crowd loving it. 12 away for Rudder. Runs towards Kennedy. Picks up McDougall. McDougall comes across. Gidley. Away for Albert. Albert's over. It's a Newcastle try. Their second of the night.
In 4 tackles from the restart, they've come to the 50-metre line. Just takes so much pressure off. Hughes, good chip,
the kick for McDougall. The bounce for McDougall. Buderis on the fingertips. Couldn't get control of it. Says play on. Rudder. Cut out ball on Johns, finding Gidley. Inside for Johns. Johns is over. Andrew Johns is over. Or maybe he is at Marathon, the great man. Maybe God has come to Marathon. For Kennedy. Back for Rudder. Rudder for McDougall. They've isolated Sailor. And away it goes to Hughes. Back on the inside. Rudder's over. This is fantastic. This is unbelievable.
They've got a wonderful nucleus of experienced players, but some exciting men coming on the scene as well. Newcastle, 40 out. Buderis throws the dummy. Game meters up the middle. Still going.
Lifting the legs high out of a tackle. Johns is with it, in traffic, then floating it out. Bailey beats Walker. Takiri takes him, gets it away from Marquardt, then away from Peden. Peden away for Johns. Joey's over again. Johns is in again. 2 for the night. There's the line. This is the last. Johns looking for Rudder, finding Hughes. Mark Hughes gets the try. Badiris. Johns. Beautiful ball for Hughes. Likewise for O'Davis. There's trouble again for the Broncos. Albert is over. From the touchline for the captain. Looks good. He got it. He got it. Significantly, we have a different rule this year. The 12-4 as the back down finds Simpson. Simpson! Tall and rangy. Galloping to the 10. He's played well. Now they're a chance. Albert does it again.
So Newcastle's campaign was firmly back on the rails again, and they backed up from the blitz on Brisbane with another Marathon Stadium try-scoring feast, this time against the Melbourne Storm.
As I say, they're starting to push it. Matt Orford then pushed the pass, a little bit of pressure on the man receiving the football, and you can't afford to do that against the Knights.
McDougall got on the outside of Bell, loops a pass over the top to Mark Hughes. They've replied. Within range of the Melbourne Storm 20. Goes to Johns. Now Rudder running at the line. Open a beautiful hole for Kennedy. Fires a pass to McDougall. What a play by Newcastle. He's found his rhythm now. Here's Badiris. No look pass for Bailey. He gets between them as well. Here they come again. He's got options. Kennedy is there. He'll score for the Knights as well. Here's Lavia. Giving a ball away to Geyer, who's almost away. He slipped a pass, knocked backwards by O'Brien, and look at this, they're lining up. O'Davis dummies straight through the gap. It comes back for Paul Marquardt. He will give it back to Badiris. What a week for the young hooker. Lavia only just got him. Plays it to Badiris. Wasn't quite ready for it. Runner puts it backwards. Did Kennedy hang on to it? I think he did. I think he scored as well. Harrigan thinks so, he points to the spot, yes!
Well, that's a freakish try.
He's been playing at left centre since Mark Hughes left the field in the first half with a back injury.
Leave him there.
Johns tracking across field, looking to start something. He found Peden, who found Rudder. He got away from the Kearney tackle. Now it goes to Simpson. He's running like a winger himself. Feeds it to Darren Albert. Oh, put a step on Ben Rawley, which shook him out of his underpants, and he'll score behind the post. Swain to Orford. Fires a quick pass to Lavia. Bella's there, found no one. They created the extra man. They get their second try of the afternoon. Here he is again. Juggles this one. Fires it back on the inside to McDougall. The last thing they needed was to backpedal the best part of 70 metres after going so close to scoring themselves. Simpson standing, offloading for Badiris. He keeps running. Here's Bailey, back to Badiris. Oh, scored, Danny, scored!
And what a weekend that was for Danny Badiris. 48 hours earlier, he had made his debut for Australia in the Test defeat of New Zealand, despite being overlooked for the New South Wales Origin side. And at season's end, he was picked in the Kangaroo squad, along with Matt Gedley, Ben Kennedy, Andrew Johns and Adam McDougall, who also managed to bag 4 tries against the Warriors in round 20.
Bobby O'Davis just knows Andrew Johns is going to stay alive and stay in motion, flips the ball around as they move it left.
And it comes across now to McDougall playing in the centres. McDougall will score. There's the reply from the Knights. Adam McDougall, the Mad Dog, has struck.
Clinton Torpey's one player, I believe if you watch the video of him, you couldn't work out how he plays. You see another long ball out to Mad Dog. He's liable to do anything.
He's liable to bust him up. Look at him go. The Mad Dog has cut loose. He's flying down that eastern touchline and he'll get a double. McDougall brings it around and the Knights get their second 4-pointer. Kennedy went low. Jones to Campion, back to Jones. He offloads to Motu Tony. Tony, Cleary. Cleary goes through. Cleary's got support and the ball goes back. That's a try to Motu Tony. Motu Tony scores. Newcastle are blowing up. Bailey playing it back. Badiris gives it on to Sean Rudder. Now to McDougall. There goes the kick from the Mad Dog. This will bounce. Who's going to get the bounce? The Knights will get the bounce. Mad Dog looking for a hat-trick and he will get it. Last tackle coming up for the Newcastle side. They work the blind. Gidley has the ball. Passes back to Bailey. Now to Badiris. Back to Johns. He'll score. He's got the step and the skills. 4 points to Joey Johns. 8-point ball game here at Ericsson. Jones to Motu Tony. Cut out pass to Torpy. And away goes Murphy. Murphy's got pace, looking for support. Got it back to Guttenbeil. Out the back door, come off Badiris. Should be 6 to go. Mally's lost it. Got it back to Motu Tony. It's play on, and Tony scores. 15 metres out. And the pass comes to Lower TD. Try is coming here for the Warriors. Yes, it is. Clinton Torpy reaches out. Less than 10 metres out. The Warriors on their own try line. Goes across to Sean Rudder. They're queuing up and through goes the second row forward, Steve Simpson. Flimsy defence and Newcastle back in front. 35 out. The Knights go to Johns for the field goal. Smart move and it is online and that is the ball game for mine. 7-point lead to Newcastle and Johns knows it. They were short for numbers on the right flank, the Knights. Paliacina. Paliacina still going. Paliacina is there. Iafeka Paliacina has scored an amazing try. Anxious moments for coach Daniel Anderson. McDougall. McDougall gets 4.
With 6 tries to his name in 2 matches, the Mad Dog looked like a man on a mission. And the Knights were reaping the benefits as the finals loomed on the horizon. But when it came to point scoring, there was no greater singular feat in the 2001 Telstra Premiership than Andrew Johns' incredible effort against Canberra in round 21.
Steps off the right foot. The VK couldn't pick him up. Too easy for Joey. Wolford comes through the hands of Finch at first receiver. McFadden outside him. Turned inside out. He got past Sean Rudder. He's so close to getting it across. In fact, he did. He'll score. Johns. Right again, a short pass to Simpson. Might have been some doubt about it. He's got plenty of options. He gives it back to Gidley and he will score. I still have my doubts about a pass back down the field, but Tim Mander says that's a try. Great hands from the front row to pick it up after the charge down. Rudder now. Short ball for Simpson, who's through again. Did he get across the line? Yes, he did. Up inside the 10. I don't believe what I saw from Matthew Gidley. Morris will take the quick tap. They want 6 points to finish the half. Here's Johns putting the head down and he'll get them. Able to stop him without too much trouble. Johns now off that right foot, looking for the line for the 3rd time in the game, a hat-trick. Bailey away to Johns, rubbering again. Davis is the intended target. I don't know if he got there. He thinks he might have. Monahan was there. Mander says it was a try. They go left again. Johns to McDougall, pouring into a gap. Here's Johns. Chipping over the top. Davis will beat them to it. Did he get it down or was he even onside? Tim Mander will take a look at all options. He might have just got this down, you know.
I'd hate to do this, but I'm going to agree with you again. That's twice in one day.
Davis will play it. Back to O'Brien. Again to Johns. Showing it one way. A ball to Gidley. They just work the spaces so well, and Albert is too quick for Shafovsky. How simple it was, but it can't get it on that occasion. Here's Davis. He comes to the right where Johns is. He won't grubber. He'll look for the line for the 4th try of the game. I think he's got it. He has.
And on the same day that Jason Taylor became Rugby League's greatest point scorer, Andrew Johns smashed his own record of most points in a single match for the Knights, with 4 tries and 9 goals for an 80-minute tally of 34. But just like 3 months earlier, when that knee injury interfered with his excellent season, Johns and his teammates once again found that elation can quickly turn to frustration.
Rogers read it well. Gets away from Johns, straight up the middle of the ruck. Here's his first touch. He may go the length of the field. Oh, Davis isn't going to catch him. Yes, he does. Rogers slips over. Where's the support? There's Peachy. He couldn't link up with him. I thought he'd beaten Davis, but Robbie came again. Now it comes from Ferris. Ordinary pass, bounces nicely for Graham. Out to Preston on the wing. Preston goes for the corner. Inside to McKenna. He gets it down. There's a try. But what about the run from Matty Rogers? Shows it to Gidley. Takes the tackle. Here's the last. What will Johns do here? On the ground. Here comes Robbie O'Davis. What a try for the Newcastle Knights. They made it look so easy. Lang cut out to Graham. Now Rogers stepping, weaving back in. Back to Graham. They've got numbers on the left. Can Graham get rid of it? He does. Back on the inside to Luke Stewart. Can he reach out? He does. On the line is a try. They kept the ball alive. The siren's going to go any second. Now it comes to Grief. Grief, the ball back to Tahu. Johns over his head, back to Kennedy. Here's a chance. Rudder's got Gidley on his outside. He's going to go himself and score the try. Well, that is amazing. Andrew Johns, he just threw the ball. Wasn't even looking. Hampstead's awarded the try. He slowed the ball down there. As Johns up slowly. Tamana Tahu. Great ball to Ryder. Away from Best. Here's a try on the inside to Bailey. And Bailey will cross and score the try. Simpson back on the field over the top. Ducks with that little chipping kick over the top. Players colliding everywhere. Oh, Peachy! Robbie O'Davis didn't see him. And David Peachy salutes the crowd. And the Sharks have got another 4-pointer. Priest up. Back to Graham. Pearce, quick hands. Dykes, Campbell. Away from Tamana Tahu. Over the halfway. Peachy on the inside. What about that? David Peachy has scored 2 tries in 2 minutes. And is that the ball game? He nearly ran into Botany Bay.
They just haven't had the football. When they've had the football, they've looked dangerous. A great ball there by Johns to Simpson.
The crowd thought it was forward. Referee said play on. Back to Johns with a kick. Now here's Darren Albert. Miller was grabbed by the jumper. There's the bounce for Albert. He's over for the try. I thought they got a break there, the Sharks. Long ball to Tahu. Away from McKenna. Now back to Peden. He's got Ryder with him and space. Here's Ryder. What about Rudder up the middle of the ground? Only the fullback to beat. He passed early. Peachy will get him. Here comes Preston. Peachy won't get him. Rudder scores under the post. His second try of the afternoon. Campbell. Peachy stepping. Beats another. And David Peachy has got himself a hat-trick.
The leaky defence was bad enough on that afternoon, but the 2-week suspension of Andrew Johns for striking that followed was simply adding insult to injury. It wasn't the end of the world though, because surely they couldn't possibly lose to the poor old West Tigers in round 23, would they?
To Rudder. Ball on the outside to McDougall. Lovely pass for Tahu. Craigie can't put it with him. Kane coming across, but he slips a lovely ball to Kennedy. There's try number 11 for the Newcastle second rower this season. Morris to Rudder. Had Simpson outside him, pouring into a huge gap. He's looking for the try line and will find it as well. He's on the outside of his opponent again tonight, Kevin McGuinness, and here's the ball back on the inside. McDougall for Kennedy, reaching out. He'll score their 3rd try. Well, they've got a real sniff tonight, you can tell, the forwards. Picking up big metres in this set of 6 as Morris comes to Gidley. He's away again. Albert cuts back on the inside. They won't catch him. The Tigers haven't touched the ball and the Knights have scored 3 tries unanswered to lead 22 points to 0. Scandalis to Jeffries. A ball back on the inside for Pearson, who's running like Darren Albert himself to get there. Getting up very quickly to make the tackle was Marquardt. And Craigie. Good pass to Galea. Well handled, and Corfusi gets on the outside to return the favour. Goes to that shoulder again. He really is battling at the moment. O'Brien fires it out the back and goes through the hands of Wynn to Kennedy. Here's trouble. McDougall on the outside of McGuinness. Lovely ball back on the inside from Kennedy to Tahu, and then back once more to Julian Bailey. A marvellous try by the Knights. Here's Wynn running at them at speed. Gets it back for Kennedy, who picks up a hat-trick. Jeffries turns it back for Craigie. He saw half a gap. He's still going. He saw more than half a gap. He saw the try line. Jeffries through the hands of Galea to Craigie into another hole. Here they come again, the Tigers. Galea back on the inside. Now it's a race between Galea and Albert. Galea gets there. Did he get the ball down? Yes, he did. The help on the far side there of one other Newcastle player. Pearson had the arm free. Play on! Off the Knights, it bounces up for Joel Kane, who scores for the Tigers. Kane's at dummy half. It comes to Jeffries. They've bombed the last two times. They grab it this time! McGuinness is there!
The green light was duly given. And one of the most amazing comebacks in rugby league history was complete. Newcastle players left Campbelltown wondering how they could possibly lose after leading 24-0 and 32-12 at different stages of the match against one of the competition's struggling units. That should have been ample motivation to bounce back the following Friday night. However, the Dragons were just too hot for an understrength Knights outfit that also had Danny Badiris, Tamana Tahu and Mark Hughes sitting in the grandstand.
Barrett looks around, gets it away. Hooper on. Ward is with it. Ward will make it. Colin Ward, he threw the big dummy. Then he goes in and scores a rather rare try. 2 metres out from the line on 5. Now, Bailey's the dummy half. He goes out to that blind side again, and Wynn is there across the face of Gidley. Elk, though, he's offside, I fancy. Bill will want to have a look at it. My first impressions are that Bailey's in front of the kicker. Yeah, you've got to find the point of contact. There it is there.
There it is there. No, he might be onside. It's just touched the boot now as it comes across. Oh, gee.
Pretty hard to call, isn't it? This will be a green light.
And it is, so there it is, it's a try. Through from Hooper, out for Barrett. Barrett goes around, he finds Blacklock. Blacklock puts the foot down. Ainscough for the corner. Blacklock, hey, Roberts has got the ball on a reverse pass, put it down. Was there a forward pass? He's pointed to the ground. It is a try. Hornby, Barrett, Hooper, beautifully picked up. Roberts has got players everywhere. Doesn't need any of them. Little in the way. Flirts with the dead ball line. Puts it down. Need a change. 7 now for St George Illawarra. Gasnier is on his own. Gasnier beat them. Gasnier's over. Oh, that is unbelievable. The defence was so fragile. Oh, stop it, please. Lofted pass, not good for Wynn. Wynn puts it over for Matthew Gidley. Gidley sets his sights for the corner, but that is Colin Ward, is it not? No, it's young Hornby who made the tackle. Now they go back and away from Wynn. Wynn then goes through Rudder. Oh, what a take and what a try for Abraham. Well, he's flown through the air with the greatest of ease. Back now for Barrett. Barrett double pumps it and puts the halfback over.
Johns, Badiris, Mark Hughes. Great kick.
Blacklock's got the ball.
Oh,
Blacklock gets it away. Stapleton, he's over. Stapleton's there.
As the red and white celebrated, Newcastle was left to confront their 3rd straight defeat. But history now tells us that was the last time the Knights had their colours lowered in 2001. Captain Andrew Johns returned from his 2-match suspension in Townsville the following week, along with Badiris, Hughes and Tahu, and immediately charted a course for the playoffs.
Oh, lovely pass back inside for Andrew Johns, and he's into the game immediately. The last coming up now for the Knights. Away to Robbie O'Davis. O'Davis sends a beautiful pass for Tamana Tahu. He's in to score. He'll play the ball, McDougall, 22 metres out to O'Davis, and then away to Rudder, and on it goes to Johns, and then on to Gidley for the line, and he's in. Oh, lovely try. Here's Andrew Johns from the sideline, swinging back in, and hits the crossbar and over. Is there anything he can't do? Johns with that kick. You'd say to bring snow, except we're in the tropics, but beautifully taken by Matty Bowen. But you couldn't see that ball. That was up above the lights, and then he's lost it. And quickly the pass comes out to McDougall. McDougall for the corner and gets it down to score. Sean Rudder is the acting halfback. From Rudder, goes away to Simpson. Wide it goes to Gidley. Gidley gets through the tackle of Shepherd and scores, and you would think that would be the try that would wrap it up for Newcastle. From Fiend to O'Neill. Again, they come down that right-hand side. What can they do this time? O'Neill tries to do it all himself and is held on to only centimetres short. Plays it back to Fiend. Then coming inside, Robert Ralph on the angle, caught the ball by surprise. Plays it 12 out. Johns, dummies one, then goes wide, picked up by Gidley. On it goes to Tahu, got around Lees and will go in and score.
That comfortable defeat of the Cowboys confirmed Newcastle's place in the top four and therefore a home qualifying final with 1 round remaining. The only danger was the possibility of slipping from 3rd to 4th, but it was never a chance as they tore the pitiful Panthers from limb to limb at Marathon.
Most eventful first 2 minutes of this game. Great ball. Here's a chance. Hughes, quick hands, McDougall. Here's the support. Rudder straight through under the post. What a try for the Newcastle Knights.
And what the Knights have done is played the ball quickly, and it certainly has put the Panthers under pressure. Great opportunity game for the Knights. 5 metres out.
Well, that's all too easy. Much too easy for Josh Perry from the restart. Just went straight through the middle of the Panthers forwards. Good defence that time from the Panthers. Adamson was around the legs. Greenhill over the top. Rudder feeding on his inside, outside to Kennedy. Great ball to Robbie O, and O'Davis is over. Ben Kennedy got the ball away, and the Knights are in again. 3 tries in 12.5 minutes. Here comes Rodwell now, kicking back off the side of the boot, straight to McDougall. The kick there was Matthew Reed, Paul Reed, but McDougall was back there. Now Kennedy returning the football, away from cross, up to the halfway line. Great ball to Robbie O'Davis, and the Knights have gone 80 metres, and O'Davis has got a double. We've only had 21.5. And there's the somersault for the try. What about the ball from Ben Kennedy? Last tackle now for Penrith. Rodwell with the kick. Here comes Gower. He scored the try. Great kick there from the number 7. Rudder at acting half. Badiris with the kick. Robbie O for a hat-trick before half-time. Has he got it down?
I think I agree with Brett Kenny. The ball is down on the ground.
8 metres into Knights territory. Here's Gower. Trying to link up. Hand in there from Kennedy. Here's McDougall now. Here comes the cover. Reek chasing hard. He's away from Reek. Carter won't get him. And Adam McDougall scored in the corner. Last tackle here for Newcastle. Johns. Back to McDougall. Straight through the tackle there of Cross. Goes himself. Hughes lining up. And Mark Hughes will score his first try of the night. Robbie O'Davis, quick, play the ball. Now they go through Johns. Now Hughes, out the back, McDougall for the corner. He's got himself a double. A quick tap from the Newcastle Knights.
Good opportunity now to put a little bit of responsibility onto some of these other guys.
Here's Robbie O'Davis throwing dummies. Now Johns out the back to Rudder. Here's Gidley. Another chance for the Knights. Tahu on his outside. They're lining up on the inside, so he kicks. McDougall will get a hat-trick. If the bounce is good, it is. He's got himself a hat-trick. It's a hat-trick-a-thon at Marathon Stadium. The Knights have hit the half-century. We playing cricket or what?
Started here, Danny Badiris. Off-play the ball. Goes to a number set of hands. Johns flip over the top. Great work by Gidley. This is a beautiful pass. Well timed. Tamana Tahu kicks the ball back in. He sees 3 or 4 Knights there. And Adam McDougall says, thank you very much, it's mine.
Michael Hagan be totally satisfied with the performance today?
No, I don't think. I think the second half, obviously, better performance than the first half, but there's been a few parts in their game. The defence has been a little bit lackadaisical at times. That's something they've got to pick up, especially in the finals. But overall, I guess he's probably very happy as we see another break, possibly a try.
Mark Hughes, he will have the pace to get away from Luke Lewis, and Mark Hughes gets himself a double, and it's now 56 points to 12. Medeiros. Marquette, here's Adam McDougall, Robbie's there as well, and Marquette wanted to try on his own, keeps it alive to Johns, now to Gidley, where's Robbie O and where's McDougall? Johns has got the ball, 6 to go, says the referee. The Knights looking to make it 60. Tamana Tahu, can he get the ball down? He's over the line, they've got to 60. Tamana Tahu has scored the try.
The ball stuck and a lot of tries are scoring. I think the 11 years with the Knights, it's been the first time I scored 3 tries, so I'm stoked at the moment, yeah.
Robbie O was stoked, and so were thousands of Novocastrians after the Knights clocked up their biggest score of the year. Not a bad way to enter the finals after comfortably finishing in third spot through 16 wins and a draw from an eventful home and away campaign.